guys, it's Rikki here. It's safe to say that a lot of you know me through social media. I've been content creating for about 3 years. So let's be honest for a moment. I actually stumbled upon a few problems along the way. Whether it could have a long-term impact in my music career, I don't really know, but let's find out. Before we get into the details, I just wanted to let you know that I'm live streaming every weekend, mostly on Saturdays. Unless I'm away on tour, then that would be a very different story. Make sure you've subscribed to my channel and turn on the bell icon so you will never miss a live stream. But let's carry on. First of all, the music that I make has to be flashy. In order for YouTube to recommend my videos, I need to have a good audience retention. This means that every other bar has to have something flashy, so it keeps the audience engaged. When the audience is engaged, they watch more of the video, and when they watch more of the video, YouTube picks it up that it's a good sign that this is a good video, and therefore they will show it to more similar audience. If you look around, jazz and metal music does really well in this area because what they play, it's super flashy. And two of my videos that did really well in this area, Rock It Like a Hurricane and Highway Star by Deep Purple, I think one of the most viewed video in my channel at the moment. Why? Because it's really flashy. I wouldn't perform it that way. I don't think it's gonna grab enough people's attention if you actually perform it live. As a songwriter, when I produce or when I write music, like John Mayer said that it's always good to have gaps, it's always good to let the music breathe so that actually do say something. When you actually do play something, you make a better impact. Silence is golden sometimes. My second point is being visual is always at the back of my head. When I record a cover video, because I'm a one-woman show, I do everything by myself. For example, one of the weird things that I do is because I have a ring light right here in front of my face when I shoot the video. So most of my guitars are glossy finish. So the glossy finish would pick up the ring light reflection, and that actually looks really bad in videos. It's just really distracting. So I actually found a solution. I find that when I sit down with my guitar and then I bend slightly backwards so that the guitar is facing another way, it wouldn't have the ring light. It's like modeling, something that looks great on camera, but you're actually posing in a really weird way in real life. And also another weird habit is the need to look at the cameras occasionally and smile. I think that is the weirdest habit that a lot of us YouTube musicians tend to possess. Those weird habits, I don't think I would do them necessarily. Playing live, standing up, it's a very natural position, so everyone's looking at you, angles don't matter. I've actually found a way to kind of compromise and meet in the middle of having an interesting face and performing it well while sitting down and also look natural. I'm learning every day. We always can improve. Let me show you a short shred of mine, what I actually do in live performance. Another point is, I think that it's hard to divert genres once you set your audience. Let me explain how the algorithm works. When you create a video, there are metadata. For example, one of my first ever covers, Rock It Like a Hurricane. They know that it's classic rock, 90s metal if I'm not wrong. They know who to show the video to. For example, the people who love guitars, the people who love the band, the people who like classic rock. So the algorithm sort of flagged this video, we're gonna show it to this audience, and when people respond to it, so this channel is about this. If you do more of those videos, they would show it to the same audience. Okay, so this channel is all about guitars, classic rock and metal, cover music. When I diverted to pop songs, play songs that I actually like, I would think that maybe the audience just got confused. Okay, I sort of know the song, but I don't really like it, so I'm gonna watch halfway and then that's it. So YouTube algorithm will go like, okay, so this is the wrong audience, I'm gonna show it to someone else. The whole process would take a longer time for YouTube to show it to the right audience again. I'm not saying that the genres is hard to change. it gets tricky once you do something different. And another thing about Instagram and TikTok, I find that when I do songwriting stuff, it just doesn't do well. They really get confused, like, you are a guitarist, you do cover music and you do rock music. Why are you doing singer-songwriter things? Like, who am I gonna show it to? That actually hit me hard. Sometimes I don't want to be tied into what the algorithm thinks I'm doing, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Basically my life motto. Get my super fans along and, you know, let's see how it goes. Talking about these 3 cons, there are quite a few pros of being a YouTube musician. Number 1, getting attention from the world is easier now. I never would have met some of you without social media, honestly. So there was an interview between Tyler from Music Is Win and Joe Satriani. So Joe made music back in like 80s, 90s. So how far he has to go for a record shop to put his music. He said that he has to attend dinners and try to make friends and all that. Even when the record shop like agrees, like, okay, great, I'm gonna put your record in my shop, and you don't know who's gonna buy it, you don't know who's gonna play it, if people will like it, until maybe months after when you get reviews, you know. Getting attention from the world is so easy right now because of social media. Very good example is there's a photographer from America. He found me on Instagram. He loved everything that I was doing, and when I announced on Instagram that I'm going to America, I'm going to this city, this city, this city, he went to the show. I met him. He took some amazing pictures for me. We're friends right now. Really amazing. And also another thing about getting attention from the world, the music circle is much more smaller right now. When I was younger, I looked up to Orianthi. I actually met Bumblefoot in my hometown. Right now, they're both following me on Instagram. Really absurd. Why are you following me? Another pros that has benefited me a lot, which is the social media could be a portfolio for networking. So I got most of my gigs from social media. When people saw me, they're really impressed and they give me a call or they DM me and then like, hey mate, you want to join my band? For example, Masterpiece, whom I did a show with for Vivo Discover, the manager found me through Instagram. From there, Priya found me through Masterpiece, and so on and so forth. This is just one of the examples. And the most recent one, I got invited to play for Download Festival because I'm actively posting my live performance, cover videos and all that stuff. People know my capabilities. And if you don't know yet, Download Festival is the biggest rock and metal festival in the UK. Don't understand how I even got that gig. It's just absurd. And it's not just playing for any band. It's sort of like we're putting on a show and I'm sort of like one of the feature. I think I'm gonna vlog about it, so stay tuned. And another point is, when done right, you can have a very fulfilling music career. I honestly think I'm not there yet. I'm working towards it. I still want to be an artist. I still want to write songs. I still want to play shows. I don't want to just hide behind the camera and perform. I really enjoy being on stage. So at the moment, as you can see, I'm using social media to reach all of you. Really grateful for social media, even though there are cons, but you know, I can live with the cons, which leads me to my EP album. Currently working on my EP album. I've written 7 songs that I'm really proud of. If you're interested in following my journey and want to support my work, I hope that you can join my Patreon. All the donations and profit goes directly towards funding making of the EP album. Alternatively, you could smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Tell the algorithm that this channel is cool and this channel is awesome and we love her videos. Like everybody said, everything in the world has pros and cons. But in this case, I think that the pros far outweighs the cons. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and see you on my next live stream.